Hello once again everybody, it's Tosin Oduwole with Real Estate Equity Investment Group, and today we're going to discuss short sales. Now, what is a short sale? A lot of people have the wrong idea about what a short sale is. So today we're going to try to clear that up for everybody and get this topic straight. So a short sale is when, let's say John took out a mortgage on a house for $500,000 in year 2000, okay? So John makes his payments, everything's going fine. 2007, the real estate market crashes. He's still making his payments. He's still able to make his payments. He still has his job. He's not fired or anything. But because the real estate market crashes, the value of his home drops to $250,000. So John's $500,000 house is no longer worth $500,000. But guess what? He still owes the bank the $500,000 for the mortgage. He still signed off for that. There's no getting out of that. Well, at least not yet. So let's fast forward. It's 2009 now. He falls on hard times, loses his job. He can't make the payments on his mortgage anymore. So he says, you know what? I'm going to sell my house for the remainder of what I owe on my mortgage. Let's say he still owes, okay, so he took out a mortgage for $500,000, 9 years down the line. Let's say he owes, say $325,000 now. So he's still on the hook for the bank for $325,000. But his house is only worth $250,000 in this current market. So if he tries to list his home for $320,000, it's not market value. It can't sell. Nobody's going to buy it. It's overpriced. It's too high. So he still owes the bank more than what his home is worth. So when the banks do their appraisals and they have their inspections and they find out that, look, this house is not worth what he still owes us, then they now say that, okay, prior to foreclosure or to escape a foreclosure, we'll make this a short sale, meaning they will sell the home for less than what is still owed on it. That's why it's a short sale. They're selling it for short. They're coming up short. So short sales, a lot of people think that short sales are great deals because they're undervalued, and that can or can't be true. A short sale is not necessarily a good deal because even though the house is worth less than what the mortgage on it is still for, that home is still market value. So you can't buy that house at the short sale price of say $250 and then want to put it back on the market for $300 because the market value for that property is $250,000. So it doesn't matter what the remaining balance is on the mortgage or whatever the mortgagee defaulted on. That means nothing because the current market value, how much it's appraised at in the current market, is the highest that you can get for the house. So short sales can be a good thing, they can be a bad thing. Sometimes there's wiggle room with the bank, if they haven't gotten a mortgage payment in several years and they're still paying the property taxes on it, they're still paying, to maintain the property, they may be willing to take, a lower amount just so they can be done with it. Banks are not in the real estate business, they're in the finance business. They're in the money business. They're not in the property management business. They're not in the managed tenants business. So when they have a property that a mortgagee is not paying on, and they're still spending the money to upkeep the property and to take care of the property, then sometimes just out of saying, let's just cut our losses short and just get rid of this thing before it costs us any more money, and they'll just cash out for whatever they can, So if you can find that type of deal, that type of situation, then yeah, short sales can be great for, either owner-occupied, if you're a first-time home buyer, then, a short sales can be an option, although it is like a 6 to 9 month process that you're dealing with. But definitely, they can be great choices. If you're an investor, short sales may be the way to go because you can get a lot of properties that some people just don't have the patience and the time to wait to fall through. So if you're an investor and you're not looking for a home to live in, you're looking for a home to fix up and flip, then you should definitely take a look at short sales because you can definitely get to pick up the litter to certain homes that may be great homes, but the typical home buyer doesn't have 7 or 8 or 9 months to get into a home. Maybe they have a 30-day timeline or a 45-day timeline, or they just got pre-approved for a mortgage. They have a newborn baby. They need to get in somewhere now. So they're not going to be looking at short sales. So Most definitely. I hope I was able to clear up the misconceptions about short sales and what a short sale is. It's Tosin Oduwole, Real Estate Equity Investment Group. See you on the next video.